right, you guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. This is Jay Larone, and right now I'm going to do a quick reaction video on J.R. Wisdom. You know, he has a video out showing this woman who's supposed to be getting married, and she's getting mad because her fiance doesn't want to spend $250,000 on the wedding. Yeah, right. He says that, that's too much and we should invest it, but she gets hysterical. So we're going to dive right into this video. Again, this is Jay Larone. This is a reaction video on J.R. Wisdom. Fair use, and let's get into it.
I deserve to be somebody's wife.
$250,000. 200,000. The type of wedding you want, that's how much it costs. You're bugging the. We're gonna invest that. My job as a man is to hold the household down, and she hasn't worked in years. I'm not spending $250,000 on a wedding. I'm not doing it.
So you had no plans on getting married?
Let's go to City Hall.
I'm not a City Hall bitch.
Oh, you gonna be one today. Talking about you not a City Hall B. Yeah, you about to be one today. You know, that kills me how a lot of these women, man, they want to get married, but as we know, marriages is just for the woman to show off. You know what I mean? Especially when it's not her money. You know, they want all this extravagant, things, want the bling bling, want the wedding to be all this, but she's not spending her money. So why should a man go through all that? All right, back into it. Fair use, fair use.
City Hall, because she's about to get left. Like, I'm telling you right now.
At the end of the day, I love you more than like this.
Bye.
But you gotta be easy with all this.
You got to bounce.
How long you plan on being broke?
All that went broke. Watch your mouth.
You
That's
saying
not
it costs
broke.
too much?
That's smart.
See, and that's another thing. When you don't want to spend your money, they want to call you broke. It's like as long as you're doing what they want you to do, everything's fine. Everything's hunky-dory. But the minute you want to do what you want to do and not do what they want to do, then they have a problem with it. And in this instance, he doesn't want to spend $250K on a wedding. Now he's broke. But it's his money. It's not yours.
Broke people behavior.
That's smart. All right. Listen, you call it broke. You know what I'm saying? Leave and see what your ass gonna do.
Fellas, what baby's talking about right now is grounds for dismissal.
Yep.
And you guys who don't even make that type of money and are on the lower end of the spectrum in terms of that, and you're asking a woman to marry you, and she's like, no, you need to have this extravagant wedding, so on and so forth. That woman doesn't love you, bro. That's not the type of woman you need to be with. That's not a wife. $250,000. Even if I were a millionaire or in the higher seven figures, I wouldn't spend that much on a wedding. It's just not. That's just ridiculous.
Exactly.
We're gonna unpack some here because I've been talking for a while. But before, fellas, I said it before, and I've covered videos. For some women, it's all about the show. It's all about the pageantry. A lot of these
Right.
modern weddings, that's what you see what's going on. Now, understand from women.
Yep. It's like I was saying earlier. It's all about the show. It's all about, I gotta look good. This has to be extravagant. Has to be this like fairy Disney tale. And that's the thing. The women, y'all been fed this fairy Disney tale, this fairy tale Disney type of, fantasy that a wedding has to be all that. Has to be doves flying, her in this long flowing white dress, the man coming in, all dapper Dan and everything to save you and lift you up. It ain't, no. It ain't like that. Disney sold y'all a bunch of crap. And every woman, fantasizes about her wedding day, of course, but you have to be realistic. Everything is not going to be that extravagant. There's nothing wrong with going to the justice of the peace, going to the down to the courthouse to get married. You know what I mean? $250K, that's a lot, especially on a marriage that probably won't even last 7 years, 8 years, because once you have a couple of kids and something goes wrong to where y'all disagree or you disagree with her And guess what? She's going to holler, "Oh, I want a divorce." You know what I mean? And if you don't have and this type of woman right here, you can tell she's not going to sign a prenup. She's already disagreeable about spending 250K on a wedding. So if she's that disagreeable and argumentative already, guess what's going to happen when you guys have a couple of kids and y'all disagree about something else? Guess what? Bam, I want a divorce. And she's not going to sign a prenup. Prenup is going to be out of the question for her as well. So if she doesn't sign a prenup, I wouldn't even get married to her. That's just me personally. I wouldn't do it because if she's this argumentative about a wedding, spending 250K on a wedding, she's not going to want to sign a prenup because to her, it's all about the money. She's just in it for the money. And she doesn't work, so it's not even her money that she's spending on this marriage. So yeah, that's something I would be hesitant about diving into.
Women like a fairy tale. They're like princesses. They want to be seen. They want to be
What I tell
shown
you,
off. They want to
that fairy tale.
put on these extravagant shows. That's why the new weddings now are baby showers because women really aren't getting married like that.
That's true too.
But in a case like this woman's been unemployed. I don't know what she's been contributing. I don't even know what show this is. But that would be the end of the discussion. A lot of guys get into these situations and they marry women when they have conflict ahead of that. And I'm like, how can y'all even deal with somebody that's talking you crazy like this? I'm the breadwinner. I'm like, I want to marry you. Marriage should have nothing to do with the dollar sign, baby. Other than like what he said, I'm financially providing for you and this whatever family we're gonna have. That's what it is. All that other stuff, all this pageantry, all these freestyles.
Yeah, I'm going to stop it right there. But yeah, it's like I was saying before. You want all this. You want all this, like JR was saying, the pageantry, the glitz, the glamour, the glam. But in the end, it's just a wedding. It's not even like I said. I say, personally, to me, if I'm spending my money, it's going to go the way I want it to go. Of course, if I'm marrying you, it's because I love you, I respect you, and all that, and I want to build a life with you. But if you can't get on my page and do it the way I want to do it, then I don't need you. Especially if I got to argue with you about it. Now we can disagree, and let it be civil, but we're not gonna disagree. And then you start throwing the sign language as you're broke. That's broke behavior, or that's broke thinking, because I don't want to spend 250K of my money. Now, if I got like dude, he obviously has the money, so he's spending 250K of his money. As long as he's doing that, he's not broke. You know what I mean? But the minute he don't want to spend it, he's broke. That's broke behavior, or that's broke mind, or it's a broke way of thinking, or whatever she want to say. You see what I'm getting at? As long as you're doing what they want you to do, they're happy. They're fine. You're the best thing on earth. The minute you go against what they want to do, then all of a sudden here comes the sign language. Here comes the shame, the insult. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. Here she is calling him broke because he doesn't want to spend his money. But it's just the way it is, man. That's the world we're living in, and that's how most of these modern women are today. It's all about them. It's all about them. It's never about the man. But I understand in marriages, and especially when they have the big weddings, that women, as you have you noticed that when you get married, the cakes and the wedding cakes are these big tall, 4, 5, almost 5 feet, 4 foot cakes, 3 foot cakes, or whatever. But the man's cake, or the cake that for the groom cake, he has a little bitty, small cake, man, probably about 2 inches high. You see what I mean? It's crazy. But like I said, that's just the world we live in, and hey, you just gotta pick better. Woman act like that, you gotta let her go. You can't be afraid to let her go. He has the money. He has the money, so to replace her won't be a problem. So while she's talking all that smack, she's talking like he won't just let her go. When he basically said that, yeah, we'll see how broke you are, when I'm gone and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, just go, dude, go. Don't even stick around for that. But that's just how I feel about it. And if you guys like what you're hearing, go ahead and hit the bell, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, like, share, comment below. If anything you want me to talk about, react to, just drop it down into the comments, or you can email me. My email is in the description. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm out. Y'all take it easy. Be good to one another, and by all means, be good to yourself. And remember, the delusion is at all-time high.